everybody. My name is Zhenbi. Today, I'm going to discuss the EACC. The cost of capital, a key component in valuations, is originally measured by estimating WACC. Now, there's a new technique named Eacc, which works as an alternative model in calculating the cost of capital to arrive at a similar WACC estimate. Investors would have required to achieve an economic of zero at a specific time period if they follow this new method to calculate cost of capital. In a word, the Eacc appears to offer investors a new method that can be used to estimate the required return on capital for a company or industry without having to specify an asset pricing model and capital structure. Additionally, the Eacc has numerous advantages that make it reliable for investors. Eacc is theoretically based and can be readily applied by practitioners to reduce the measurement error in estimating the cost of capital, which helps a company get more precise statistics to distinguish whether a projected decision can be justified by its costs. Moreover, there will be a more efficient allocation of a company's scarce resources. Generally speaking, investors wish to have a less subjective cost of capital method that removes analysts and financial managers' judgment about the estimation process. In that case, Eacc helps companies reduce the cost of capital to promote the continuity of projects. What's more, the proxies for realized and required returns on capital do not require any analyst choices related to asset pricing models or capital structure weights when we estimate the cost of capital according to Eacc model. The empirical range cost of capital also maintains the advantages of conventional implied cost of capital models, use of accounting data without a time horizon, and the use of analyst forecasts. This evidence highlights Eacc plays an important role in enhancing efficiency and accuracy in financial operations. By comparison, the Eacc is more effective than WACC in estimating the cost of capital. The Eacc uses information from the company's financial statements rather than relying on subjective analyst estimates and market-based proxies inherent in the calculation of a company's WACC method. More importantly, estimating Eacc requires only two variables, both of which are easily found in a company's financial statement and do not require an analyst's forecasts. In contrast, the conventional WACC requires 6 input variables to be estimated or forecast. Likewise, the implied cost of capital method can substitute CAPM to estimate a company's cost of capital. However, it requires 8 input variables to be estimated in computing WACC. Apart from fewer modeling inputs, investors can use the realized levels of NOPAT and total capital as reliable indicators of a company's or industry's cash flow and invested capital. As a result, the regression parameter estimates from Eacc equation can be interpreted as the empirically derived range levels of the cost of capital during the estimation period. Above all, the Eacc is a flexible method to calculate the cost of capital. This new way of measurement complements traditional WACC to calculate cost of capital in a single, less subjective fashion than existing approaches. Thanks, everybody.